Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are enjoying all the videos that I am uploading. Today's problem is path with maximum gold. In a gold mine grid of size m by n, each cell in this mine has an integer representing the amount of gold in that cell. 0 if it is empty. Return the maximum amount of gold you can collect under the conditions. Every time you are located in a cell, you will collect all the gold in that cell. From your position, you can walk one step to the left, right, up or down. You can't visit the same cell more than once. Never visit a cell with 0 gold. You can start and stop collecting the gold from any position in the grid that has some gold. So basically we are given with a m by n grid with numbers 0 to possibly n. Okay, so the thing, it can be 0 to n. So in here it is mentioned that it could be 0 to 100, right? So that's the thing. So the cell values can be 0 to 100. So if it is 0, you are not allowed to visit that cell. But if it is other than 0, you can collect that gold and proceed, right? So you can start from any position in the grid which has some gold in it, right? You can start and stop, right? It doesn't matter. So we need to identify a path with maximum gold, right? It could be smallest path or covering all the nodes or all the cells, right? It could be anything basically. So as long as you don't have 0 in that cell, you go and visit that cell. And one more thing that we need to remember here is we can't visit the same cell more than once. So once it is visited, it is visited. You are not allowed to do that, visit again. So that's another good thing to remember. So let's go ahead and look at the example. Just try to understand, right? So we are given at the 3 by 3 grid here, 0, 6, 0, 5, 8, 7, 0, 9, 0, right? So this representation is a lot better than like a horizontal representation. This is a matrix representation, right? So here you can take 6, 8, 9, right? That's one path. 6, 8, 7, that is one path. 6, 8, 5, that is one path. Remember, we are not allowed to enter the cells which are 0, right? So that means the maximum gold that we could collect from this matrix is 4 places. That's it, right? Either you go from, let's just start from 6, 8, 5, right? And 6, 8, 7, 6, 8, 9 or 7, 8, 9, right? So there are only few paths possible and you can collect maximum of 3 cells gold, right? Because you cannot enter the 0 cell, right? So in that case, what is the maximum possible? So obviously you will start at 9 and 8 and 7, right? So since we are saying we have to calculate the path with maximum gold, so we won't be able to tell unless we know all the paths, unless we traverse all the paths, right? So that's what the logic that we are going to use in our algorithm anyway. So here let's get a bigger example, right? 107, 206, 345, 03, 09020, right? So that's what it is. So here how much is the gold that you could actually get, right? So there is a path from 1 all the way till 7, or you can start from 7 all the way to 1. If you come here, right, 7 all the way to 3, it will be less, right? Because there will be 3 more extra pieces that you can correct. If you start at 20, you can only just collect 20. If you start at 9, you can just only collect 9, right? So there are several places that you can start, and obviously since you have the cells with zeros included, you will have to stop at some point in time. If there are no cells, then you will be collecting all the gold anyway, right? So that's what it is. But there is a constraint that is given here. There are at most 25 cells containing gold, and the grid length is 15 by 15 is the maximum. So 15 by 15 is 225 cells are there, but at the max there are only 25 cells of gold is available, right? So in that case, you will have to pick and choose which path is better for you. So that is what we are going to use the logic for. Pick and choose the path, right? So let's go ahead and look at the algorithm or the strategy that we are going to follow, right? We need to verify path starting at the cell, at all cells potentially, right? So, but we are given a constraint at most 25 cells, right? So that means as long as you just do the 25 traversals at most, right, you are good, right? So first let's have a function that traverses from given cell, right? So we will have that as grab gold, right? That is what I have named. And then keep track of the gold collected from each cell. So you start from one cell and go all the way, wherever it is possible, right? And just have how much ever the gold collected for the given cell. So while you collect, keep track of the maximum gold, overall maximum that you could collect. So that will be the path, right? We are only interested in the what is the maximum gold, that's it. We are not interested in the path actually in this. Return the maximum amount of gold you can collect, right? So you only need the number, right? So this is the overall max is one which we are going to return. So return the overall max gold, right? So that's the simple algorithm. So let's go ahead and look at the grab gold function first, right? So that's a pretty easy function. So it will take the grid and it will take the visited, it will keep track of what cells are already visited, right? And then M and N are the grid sizes and current row and current column. So basically this is a recursive call function, right? So we'll have to pass in the next column that need to be visited, and then int current gold count. This is the gold count that we accumulate while we go through each cell, right? So as long as the basic conditions are satisfied, that means the current row and current column should be greater than or equal to 0, and current row should be less than m, current column should be less than n. So these are basic conditions that you are not going out of the grid, right? And make sure you are not entering into a cell which is 0, because if you enter 0, you can't enter 0, but if you enter 0, that means you are done, right? So that's why you should make sure you are not entering a cell with 0, and also make sure it is already not visited. If it is visited, there is no point again, right? So that is the condition. So you can't visit the same cell again, right? So that's another condition. So these are all the base conditions that we need to check. If all of them are satisfied, then we enter and we mark that cell as visited is equal to true. So that means we are visiting, right? And accumulate the current gold, right? Accumulate the current gold, and then go on to the other directions, right? So what directions we could go? Left, right, up or down, right? So this recursive calls are made to go to the left, right, up or down, right? So all these 4 directions it is going to go from the starting position. So since we have this visited is getting filled, right? So there is no double visiting happening. So finally, once the visiting is all completed, what I am doing here is visited, making it as false, so that when a new iteration comes in, it is a clean slate for the new iteration, right? So that's the reason why I am marking it as false. So if none of these conditions, if any of these conditions are satisfied, not satisfied, so none or any, right? Any of these conditions are not satisfied, that means you have probably reached to the end of the tunnel, basically end of the path. So at that point in time, you update the max gold for the current gold that you collected, right? So that will be keeping track of the max gold for a given cell, right? So this grab gold method will be called for each cell, okay? So that's what is the thing. We are going to create a max gold for a cell and overall max gold, right? So overall max gold, we are keeping track of this main method, right? And max gold for a cell, we are keeping track of the grab gold method. So now m is the grid number of rows and n is the number of columns that we get it. And if at all grid is not equal to, the current cell is not equal to 0, then we enter and try to grab as much as gold possible, right? And initially visited array will be all false. So that is what we are making the array, right? Visited array, make all of them false and use that. So max gold for a cell we initialize to in dot min value, so that we get the maximum gold that is possible from a given cell. So you grab it by this, right? And then if max gold for a cell is not equal to min value, that means it has grabbed some gold, and in that case just compare whatever, if it is more than the overall max gold or not. If it is overall max gold, I mean greater than overall max gold, you can update it. So likewise, so this for loop is going to execute m into n number of times, right? So for it is going m rows, and this is n columns. So this will be executed m into n times, totally. So finally, once this grab gold completes all the cells, as long as they are not with 0, right, then we will have the overall max gold accumulated, right? So here finally we are going to return it as overall max gold, right? So that is how we have solved this problem. So it's pretty simple once you get the grab gold function working, right? So everything is like pretty easy. You just have to call this grab gold function as long as the grid current cell is not equal to 0 and start from there, right? So that's the explanation for this particular problem. I hope you enjoyed this problem. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also share among your friends. Also, please don't forget to click the bell icon. If you click the bell icon, you will get notifications for all my future videos. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with another problem from LeetCode very soon. Till then, goodbye.